Juste l'image.
Recording in progress.
Bienvenidos a la conferencia de presse de CFMTL Montréal, match day -1 de League Cup 2025. On est avec David Bugaj, joueur de CF Montréal. On va commencer avec le François Antonio de la presse ici en place. Et après, pour les journalistes qui sont sur les conférences, je vais la même pour poser une question. Merci. Welcome to the press conference, match day -1 from CF Montreal. Today we are with David Bugaj from CF Montreal. Please leave your hand to make your questions. Por los periodistas mexicanos que están en el sitio, bienvenidos todos a la conferencia de prensa de CF Montreal. Tenemos traductor simultáneo, así que pueden ustedes hacer sus preguntas a respecto también levantando la mano. Gracias.
David, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, very good, thank you. This is the third competition you guys are going to play this month, and you'll still be playing pretty much every 3 days for the coming weeks. Do you feel like there's maybe too many games, and do you think that there's enough time for you guys to prepare for those games this season?
No, obviously it's a lot of games now. Like you said, we've been playing every three days, but I think it's good for us. When you're a player, you just want to play games. So when it's a lot of games, it just makes us happy. So we're just looking forward to Leagues Cup, and yeah, we're happy about that.
For you, this amount of game helped you to get more game time this year, and you took the opportunity to shine. So do you feel like it's a positive for you this amount of game this season to show what you can do?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's positive for everybody because obviously it needs to be rotations in the team, so everybody gets a chance. You get a lot of experience because playing so many games in a week, it's good. It's good for a player. So I think it's just positives in that.
Leagues Cup. So we're saying it's another competition here. What's the feeling going into it for you guys? Do you feel like it's maybe a chance to prove that you're better than what your record shows right now?
Obviously, it's always a chance. Leagues Cup it's a new thing now, so we're looking forward to it. The game is tomorrow, so we're gonna prepare as best as we can and try to win.
Is another question in the?
Is another question sur les journalistes from there? Okay.
Hi, Bugaj.
Hello.
Thanks for doing this. Last week, the club announced to its fans that it would take the time to rebuild a squad that meets everyone's expectations. Simple question, how do you feel about this decision, and where do you see yourself in this sporting strategy, knowing that a rebuild requires time before winning consistently and several departures?
I think that's a question more for the owners. I think I'm just focusing on the trainings, on the games. On the team right now, so I don't really think about that too much. Like I said, I just trying to improve every day and do the best out of it.
Hi David. Did you guys prepare differently because of the nature of the competition or the opponent? And what can you tell us about Club Leon to know more about your game tomorrow?
I think we're just gonna prepare the game in the same way, like we always do. Right now, I don't know so much about the team. We're gonna do some videos today, do the last preparations today. So obviously, I will know more. So I can't tell you really that much today.
Good morning, David.
Morning.
To know how would you describe your progression this season, and maybe especially offensively in the past few games?
I think it's better and better for every game. Obviously, when we can press higher and then go even more offensive, I think it's good for me to go and do overlaps to help the wingers. So I think it's gonna be more and more games where we can play even more offensive. So I'm just looking forward to it and want to improve as much as possible.
Hi,
David. It's the second time you're going to participate in the Leagues Cup for this team.
how fun is it to face Mexican teams? This year it's going to be 3 teams from Mexico that are going to face, and how different is it in comparison to the Canadian Championship?
Yeah, I think it's fun. Obviously, the Mexican league is very strong. I don't know so much about the teams, but I heard a bit about the league. So it's nice to compete against teams from Mexico as well. It's a new experience. So I'm just looking forward to that.
¿Puedo hacer la pregunta en español y la traducen?
Sí.
Ok, bueno, David, decías que no conoces mucho de los equipos mexicanos, pero en el primer juego vas a enfrentar a James Rodríguez y obviamente la pregunta siguiente es también qué tan difícil es precisamente llegar a una competencia donde no conoces tanto de los equipos y vas a salir de lo normal que es la MLS, ¿no? Gracias.
How you describe to play with James Rodriguez, and how do you feel with you arriving in the competition that is new for us, for you play with the Mexican teams?
Yeah, obviously James Rodriguez it's a big player. I've been watching him as well. Like when he was back in Real Madrid, he was playing so well in the World Cup 2014, I think that was. So obviously he's a big player. We have to watch out for him. And yeah, playing against Mexican teams, like I said, it's going to be a new thing for us, a new experience. So looking forward to that and want to do the best out of it and try to win tomorrow.
Sydney forward in the ball.
Hey David, back to last game, you picked up an assist, and that was really a convincing victory. Can you walk us through your game and the overall moral boost that must have been to win at New England?
Yeah, obviously it was a tough game. We didn't start in the best way, but I think the team stuck together, even though we conceded a goal very, very quick. Mentally, we were strong there. I think we did a very, very solid game, even defensively and offensively. So really happy for that. Now we can go into Leagues Cup with better humors.
Okay.
When we finish the press conference, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we will start with the
Bryce, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good, thank you. It's the third competition you guys are going to play this month. Do you feel like there's too many games and maybe not enough time to prepare? You're going to play pretty much every 3 days for the next coming weeks, as you've been doing for the last weeks. So how do you feel about this amount of games in a short amount of time?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. That's just how the schedule is, so I guess we got to prepare. But, I mean, that's just how it happens in football. So you just got to take it day by day, focus on recovery. Obviously, tactics, shorten the amount of time you can prepare, but I think it's just something that it's another challenge for us. Other teams are going through it as well, so we can't just say we're the only ones, but yeah, it's definitely not easy for sure.
It's a tendency that we see across the world, and now it's coming here. So you've been in the league for a few years now. How do you feel like this change or this amount of games now changes the way the season plays out?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it affects every team differently, whether it's team coming hot and then the schedule gets a little compact and then they start dropping off, or vice versa, or whatever the case may be. Everything plays a part, whether it's the amount of games, the schedule of games on what days you play. So everything plays a part, and it's just a matter of who can kind of take advantage of it in their own little way and come up on top.
So now this new competition that starts for you. Do you feel like there's something for you to prove? Maybe that you're better than what your record shows, or what do you feel about this new competition that starts tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, Leagues Cup is definitely a good opportunity to almost start fresh. It's a tournament that you never know who can win it, how far you can go. So, and I think it gives us a cool opportunity to play teams outside of the United States. So you get to play top teams from Mexico, and I think the atmosphere will kind of be something different, as we can see from the past games that we've played. And I think we've done pretty well against the teams from Liga MX. So it should be fun, it should be exciting, and it should be some good footy. Yeah, thank you.
We will start in the Zoom, sorry. We will start in Zoom with the Elias.
Thank you. Hi, Bryce. I was wondering, because you're still coming back from a pretty significant time away with injury, how has maybe the congested schedule helped you try and get your rhythm back? And is it also maybe difficult for someone who's coming back from injury to get the necessary recovery time to feel at 100% for every game?
Yeah, I mean, it helps in a sense because there's more opportunities for me to get on the pitch, get some more minutes, get my fitness back. I think that's probably the biggest thing is being out for 2.5 months. It's tough. Like when you're away from the game from that far or that long, it's hard to just pick up all your fitness right away. So I got 60 minutes against New England, which I can't remember the last time I got 60 minutes. I think it was Chicago away. So it's baby steps, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling good. Ankle feels good. But yeah, and then just kind of take advantage of each game, each opportunity I get in.
Hi, Bruce. Good to see you again. After the recent win in New England, your squad delivered one of the best performances of the season. I know that this is a new competition, but how important is it for you and the group to try to carry that momentum into League Cup opponent?
Yeah, I mean, you said it, momentum. Came off a good performance against New England, came out with 3 points away, which was great. And then just taking advantage of Leagues Cup and keeping that momentum, that positive impact, keep winning games, try and get on a streak, and then bring that back into the league when Leagues Cup is over. So I think momentum is a big part, especially at this point of the season. So yeah.
Hi, Bryce. Thanks for doing this morning. Last week, the club announced to its fans that it would take the time to rebuild the squad. A simple question: how did you react when you learned of the club's strategy, knowing that the rebuilds takes time and there could be several departure and time before winning consistently?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a question that you got to ask the owners. We're players, so we just play and focus on what we can on the field. So that's a question you got to ask other people.
The last question, Anthony Bethner.
Good morning, Bryce. You touched a little bit on it, but it's a different atmosphere when Mexican teams come to play at Stade Saputo. What do you remember from those experiences from the past two Leagues Cups, and what do you expect for tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, classic match is very chippy, a lot of trash talking, but just a lot of energy, a lot of emotion. You can tell by when we played Pumas, you can tell by when we played San Luis. All those teams, they care, so it gives us kind of an eye-opener on how it is in different leagues and how they work. And it's cool because we kind of have to adapt to that a little bit and play a little bit of their game in terms of maybe it's time wasting if you're up. Maybe it's just like being more, not like just kind of like getting more involved in the game because they have like a different opponent from a different country, and like the atmosphere is different and stuff like that. So it kind of gives you a cool little different perspective. But it's always fun. Afterwards, it's cool to kind of see how different players are, different leagues are. So I'm excited. I think it's a cool tournament to be able to play in and a cool opportunity to play different teams.
Bryce, I'm going to hop on Antonin's question. What stands out about Club Leon as an opponent? Are there any specific challenge in facing a team that recently crowned the CONCACAF Champions League winners?
Yeah, I mean, they've always been a good team, top team. I played them back when I was 18. That's where I made my professional debut against Leon in Mexico. So, I mean, the city Stadium is amazing. The atmosphere is amazing. So I can only imagine that they bring that type of energy when we play them. And then I'm pretty sure they have James Rodriguez, so that's a good little addition too. So yeah, I mean they have quality, and I'm excited to see how we do against them, and just get prepared and ready to fight.
Thank you, Bryce.
Thank you.
Thank you, all journalists. In a few minutes, Marco Donadel.
Bonjour Marco.
Bonjour.
Troisième compétition que vous allez jouer ce mois-ci. Est-ce que c'est beaucoup de matchs pour vous? Est-ce que tu trouves que c'est pas assez de temps de préparation entre les matchs? Vous avez joué à peu près tous les 3 jours, et vous allez jouer à peu près tous les 3 jours, 3-4 jours pour les semaines qui viennent. Comment tu te sens par rapport à cette congestion de matchs du calendrier?
È normale, è un peu difficile pour nous adapter tous les fois. Nous n'avons pas un gros nombre de joueurs, et aussi les règles de la compétition sont différentes. Le Canadian Cup est 180 minutes de match, et ces compétitions, la League Cup, est un peu différent. 3 matchs, 3 différents niveaux, non? Et 3 matchs et aussi 18 équipes américaines, 18 équipes mexicaines. Et la réalité est qu'il sera très final, parce que seulement les premières 4 équipes américaines et 4 équipes mexicaines ils vont à la prochaine étape. Et pour cette raison, je pense que nous avons besoin au moins de 7 ou 8 points. 8 parce que si nous égalisons le match, nous allons à penalty pour avoir le deuxième point. C'est difficile parce que si nous égalisons 2 matchs, nous n'allons pas à la prochaine étape. La réalité est que tous les matchs, à partir de demain, il sera un final. Parce que si nous ne gagnons pas, nous ne pouvons aller à la prochaine étape. Et une fois par une fois, nous allons préparer le match de demain, mais nous sommes complètement concentrés. Ma la réalité est que demain est un final et non un groupe. C'est la réalité. Parce que les règles de ces compétitions, c'est différent.
Est-ce que cette compétition-là est votre priorité dans cette saison où il n'y a plus vraiment d'autres enjeux, si on veut? Comment vous la voyez, cette compétition-là? Est-ce que c'est une façon pour vous peut-être de prouver que vous êtes une meilleure équipe et que la fiche démontre dans chaque année?
Yes, I agree that normally we can say it's a new cup. We are not in the last position in this cup, but at the end, like I said, it's a final. So tomorrow is the final. If we don't win or if we don't get 2 points, basically, okay, mathematically we are not out, but probably we are out. And the next game is the most difficult one against Toluca. But yes, I think that I like a lot what Dante said after the match in Boston, in New England, and he said that we are pushing 100% every game, no matter what. This is the mentality that we are building, and tomorrow is another game to show this mentality. And then we know there's a final, but we did in the last 4 games. We really gave our best.
Salut Marco.
Salut.
Merci de prendre le temps ce matin. Est-ce que Giacomo Brioni va bien, va mieux? Est-ce qu'il est disponible cette semaine? Puis Jalen Neal qui était avec le groupe, est-ce qu'il est disponible aussi cette semaine, s'il vous plaît?
Ok, Giacomo, il a quelque chose à l'adducteur in Boston, et maintenant, vraiment maintenant, il a de l'examen instrumental pour savoir, pour avoir plus d'informations. Je pense que dans l'après-midi, nous saurons quelque chose de plus. Et Jalen, il s'entraîne avec nous, mais complètement à partir de la prochaine semaine. C'est la nouvelle.
Hi Marco, I hope you're good. Based on your analysis, what characteristics or qualities stand out the most about Club Leon, and what should we expect from them between in the matchup against them?
Okay, it's not very easy. It was not very easy for us to study this team because they played basically only 3-4 matches from when they started again after the stop, and so we tried to find the constant because it's a team that can adapt very well. If they play at home, they have to win, or if they play like the last game against Cruz Azul, a team very, very important with a lot of quality. So it can be a team very solid defensively. It can be a team that attack a lot with the fullbacks, and they can adapt during the match. So they know very well what to do on the field. They have individuality, of course. No, James, everybody knows they have individuality that in the last 30 meters, they can shoot from everywhere. They can solve the game with the set pieces, with the free kick, with the play. And so we need to be careful, especially in the last 30 meters. At the same point, we need to be mature like we did, like we were in New England, to adapt quickly of the inside the game, inside the same alpha. And this will be the key, I think. It's the key for every game, but especially in the final, no, where if you concede a goal, then it could be difficult to try to recover, and every point, every detail will be important, and we are ready for everything. We know their qualities, but at the end, we don't know how they approach the game.
Bon matin, Marco.
Bon matin.
Est-ce que toi et ton groupe, vous savez déjà un peu comment vous voulez utiliser vos gardiens pour cette nouvelle compétition? Est-ce que c'est le genre justement de compétition où on pourrait voir Thomas Gillier pour une première fois?
No. I think that Thomas is training with us now. Is 2 weeks and a half, and now he's available to play. And so we are happy to have another player on the roster that can improve, increase the average quality of the team, and also increase the competitivity inside the team. But right now, really, we didn't have the possibility to test him in a big field, also in the training. We never had the possibility to play 11v11 because we didn't have 20 players available, and we played every 3-4 days. So right now, for me, it's difficult to start with him in a very important game like tomorrow, because I really don't know the relation that he can have with the defender or whatever. So for sure, soon he will have his opportunity like all the other keepers, and then we start a normal process where I have to evaluate the qualities of the player that I have in the roster available to play in this team. And my job is always the same, to try to put the best 11 and the best 5 that finish the game, to try to win, to be as much as solid as we can, and also to be as much as offensive that we can. This is normal.
Est-ce que le résultat de demain, advenant une défaite, peut changer un peu la façon dont tu vas gérer tes joueurs dans ce tournoi-là? Faire des expériences, peut-être reposer certains vétérans, peut-être faire jouer certains jeunes un peu plus. Est-ce que tu veux te servir un peu de ce tournoi-là pour faire des expériences un peu?
No. No, like I said, for us tomorrow is a final, and like I said, the mentality we want to build is the mentality that Dante was talking about. So every game for now, we play from the first minute to win and to have the best 11 on the field and the best 5 on the bench ready to finish the game. That usually are the most important player, like happened also against New England. And so it's just to evaluate physical situation, load, tactical situation, and then try also to continue our process without losing all the things that we did well, and try to improve the mistakes we did. We are doing every game, so this is a normal process. I think that the more we go forward, the more we have a clear idea what we want to do, and then we'll see what happens. If tomorrow we lose and we don't have mathematically any possibility in the last game of the Leagues Cup on the last two, we will see, but I don't really have the time right now to think about it.
Last question, la dernière question. On commence avec Elias Grigoriev.
Thank you. Hi, Marco. As we've seen in Leagues Cup games of the past, when Mexican teams come to Stade Saputo, they bring a lot of fans. It's been almost a 50-50 split between Montreal and the Mexican fans. What do you think about the possibility of having that again twice at Stade Saputo over the course of this tournament? And also, do you think maybe that, the match where Inter Miami came prepared you for that kind of atmosphere where it's not overwhelmingly Montreal supporters?
It's a possibility. Probably I didn't think about it, so thank you to give me these tips. But also against Miami, I think that even if it's 50-50, 60-40, 90-10, when you win at the end, you always listen only the supporter that wins. So I hope, and we are doing our best to listen just our supporter at the end of the game. So it could be also 90 Mexican supporter and 10% of us. By the end, it doesn't matter really.
Montreal struggled a bit at home compared to what you guys doing on the road. What do you think about this current situation? Do you think this is a mindset, tactics, something deeper, different, configuration? I don't know, but what do you think about the fact that you guys seem to bring the best of your side on the road?
I don't know. I think that, it's a simple question, but behind it, we could really talk a lot, because there could be a tactical situation, could be mindset situation. I don't really think, because if we go back in the game we played at home, at the beginning, I think that it's fair to say that at home we played a lot of game with a very, very good team. So all the team that right now are leading the leagues East and West. So to play at home against LA and Cincinnati and Orlando and Columbus and Chicago. So all big team with a lot of quality. So it's different sometimes to go like in Houston or in New England, facing a team that they have to win and they push and they leave us a bit more space. So give us a bit of advantage tactically, a bit of advantage psychologically, and then I think also the focus defensively it's a bit higher, because we scare a bit more. That actually has to be something we need to improve, and at the same time at home we always want to do something more, to show something more, especially right now with this result. So I think there is a bit of everything, and at the end also a bit of luck. I always talk about this, but if we go back against LA without a crazy VAR call offside, impossible to call, was 3 points. So it was a great win against LA. Probably you didn't ask me this, So we always, if we go game by game, it's difficult to find the reason. But at the same time, I probably agree that there is something, because at the end, at home we try to push, but at the end we never dominate a game. But it's difficult for me right now to tell you if there is a reason. Because if there is, we can work on it,
The last one, Manuel Medina.
Manuel Medina de TJ Sports de México. Una pregunta sobre precisamente los equipos mexicanos. ¿Qué tan difícil es que ahora Montreal vaya a enfrentar 3 rivales mexicanos, 3 con distintos distinto estilo que la MLS, donde normalmente conocen a los equipos mucho más. Y te lo pregunto porque dos de tus jugadores justamente hablaron ahora de que todavía, de que no conocen bien a León, por ejemplo, pero obviamente, por ejemplo, en ese caso conocen a James Rodríguez, ¿no? Entonces, ¿qué tan difícil es precisamente este cambio de la MLS y después ahorita es como si estuvieras jugando en la Liga Mexicana, ¿no? Muchas gracias.
Yeah. I don't answer in Spanish, but no, yeah, thanks for the question because it's an important factor. But at the same time, I think that especially in the last years, even inside our league, so MLS, there are 32 teams, 30, and it's full right now of different soccer culture and game model. So if we go from San Diego to San Luis, Miami, so every game we are facing a really different way to play with really different roster and coaches with different ideas. So for us to face three Mexican team, it's just another new game model to face and to study. We know that especially Mexican mentality is intensity, it's fight, and they have technical ability, high pace. But for us, it's just to study another new, different way to play and adapt. So it's not a crazy things to do. And at the same time, the players didn't know Leon yesterday, and in 2 hours they're gonna know it, and we're gonna adapt. They're gonna study for tomorrow, like all the other games. And if you play James Rodriguez or not, it doesn't change much for the game preparation. Of course, it's a great player. Everybody knows him, but in terms of concrete stuff, what we are gonna do after in training, it's a normal -1 day where we try to prepare and try to talk about the opponents.